Alright, welcome back. We are here with Mission 2 of the Ebon Vanguard section of Eye of the North, Warband of Brothers. This time I am running my Mesmer. I heavily debated memeing around and running an illusionary weaponry build, but I'm just going to run an Echo Surge build here, keep it kind of simple. So, Xandra's running Soul Twist, got Razah on the stereotypical Signet of Spirits build we've been seeing. Blood is Power on Livia, Master of Whispers. This time Gwen is running Panic and Norgu is Psychic Instability because I myself am handling the Energy Surge. And then Vekk is running a Thunderclap build. Kind of what you'd expect to see from all of my heroes at this point. And the reason why I don't typically have Echo Surge, even though they can technically run it on my heroes, is because microing that would be a pain, and I am not interested in doing that. So, without any further ado here, let's get rolling. Oh, and make sure before you begin that you have your Ebon Vanguard title displaying. So, Warband of Brothers, let's spring your Warband, and let's roll. Alright, so... Oh, for a second I thought Pyre was an enemy. I was like, why aren't I targeting that Seeker? Oops. So this group here, there's two groups of char. Just let them split up. And another recommendation I would make is let them spread out enough so that the Prophet doesn't try to run over and heal this group. Because it 100% will try. So the char here are finally doing their formation. You can see the Mender in the back. And he's covered by his lackeys in front of him. What the char will start doing now is, in Eye of the North, they will form that formation and they'll stick their squishiest guy in the back, or their best support, to try to help protect them. Furthermore, they actually run PvP builds, is my understanding. Or at least PvP builds from back at that time. I don't know how much they've changed with flux effects and all that stuff, because I am not remotely a PvPer. And I will be the first to admit as such. Oof, I didn't even see you. Hunter Beasts are pretty nasty if you let them into the back of the group. The Char Sentries are the ones that summon them. Yeah, I missed. Part of the reason why I'm not as great on my Mesmer as I am on some of the others is I am very slow at interrupts. So, like, I can get him if I know what's coming. Like this guy, I'm going to interrupt his Conjure Flame, because I know it's going to be the very first thing it casts. But for the most part, I am not very great at just doing it on the fly. Which, if you are learning Mesmer, that's my #1 recommendation, is you kind of learn try as best you can to learn the patterns of the most troublesome enemies. So this one, we're going to cut across here. That one, I know. Meteor Shower, if you can't interrupt that, there's something severely wrong with you. You have a full, like, 5 or 6 seconds to pull it off. There's no way you don't get that one. But yeah, the important thing is we want to get to this hall right here, because the Char Prison Guard up ahead is going to try to run through this section to the closed gate. So if you go this way first, you can actually body block him, and it makes it a lot easier to just kill him without him running. There we go. We've got our Dominator and Prison Guard there. So I'm going to go after the guy first. Prison Guard. So yeah, you can see he's making his move now. So if you come over here, I'm going to flag my heroes over here too. You can kind of get in his way. And that just prevents him from running. Before you get the chance to really just take him out.
Tread carefully.
Yes, yes, Steve Bloom, I'm treading carefully. By the way, if you're wondering, part of the reason why I pick Vekk over the other two Ellies, I guess I could pick Zed for the same thing. One, he's voiced by Maurice LaMarche, so just, I like him. But, the reason I pick him over Zed is, for disease, or the reason I pick him over Acolyte Sosuke specifically is because of disease. So after this mission, you get Pyre Fierce Shot as a hero. And Pyre is objectively the best ranger hero. And it's purely because he's a char. Because you can't spread disease across species. You actually... Ooh, superb char carving. I will have to quickly interrupt that for a second. So superb char carvings, I forget if I mentioned this during Blood Washes Blood, where you would have first fought the char. If you want a sick ninja mask, the Mask of the Mozing, I believe, requires a full stack of char carvings. But yeah, as I was saying, disease doesn't spread between species. So if you have to choose between Acolyte Jin and Margaret the Sly, who are both human, and Pyre, Pyre will not spread disease or catch disease from anybody else in your group. Unless, for some reason, somebody else in your party also brings Pyre. Which I don't think you should do. There's really not many good reasons to have a ranger hero. It's like Elementalist, I can kind of understand. It's like, by all means, bring Vekk, and then have your other guy bring Zed. So that way you don't spread disease between each other. But I believe Razah... Pyre Fierce Shot, Ogden, and then Vekk, Zed Shadowhoof, I believe are the heroes that do not spread disease. I'm trying to remember if they're... Oh, and Jorah. Because I know I'm forgetting somebody. And then Mox. Also forgot about Mox. None of them will spread disease to the rest of the party. But anyways, once you have freed Seer Fierce Rain here, the Ritualist, you can make your way out to the next part of the mission. If you're confident you're running, you can just sprint to the gate just straight up, and I might try that actually. Also, the other day when Dunes of Despair was the Zaishin mission, I did pull off the Gosselish freebie skip that I believe I mentioned as existing when I did the mission. So I might leave a comment under the Dunes of Despair mission. We'll see if I remember to do it. That there's interest. I can try doing it again. It was actually a lot easier to do than I thought. But anyways, we are on to the second floor here. There's a couple of char. You are going to have to go to the right, so even though it looks like there's fewer to the left, you may as well just dive straight in. Oh good, the Seeker decided to wall himself off. Always helpful when that happens. Okay, there's somebody in the back healing, so let's put more effort on the char here. Okay, I guess I got rid of all of his energy, so he wasn't casting anything. I was like, give me something to power drain! I want some energy back. Ah, that's right, you can't interrupt a Signet with that. Again, proof that I am absolutely terrible at interrupts. I'm sure if I played it more, I'd get better. Like, it's not a case of analysis paralysis for me like it is when I play a healer. It's just experience. Okay, please. Oh, it's a profit. Let's retreat back a little bit. Let's not be in the middle of Warrior Central there, please. So this is the downfall for them when they do their formation thing. Ooh, we have a whole army now. Well, it just means I can absolutely murk them now. Yeah, just be cautious when you pull in all those enemies. The reason I was willing to do that is I knew I had these Bone Fiends and Pyre all tanking for me, so we did that slight retreat. But if I started seeing enemies get to around here, I would have started retreating back to where we came in from. As always, make sure you kind of have an idea in your head for when you need to retreat, where you need to go. And then hopefully you can execute it in time. But we are on to the next guy, Cowl Fierce Tongue. He's the Ellie, isn't he? Yeah. And all that's left is Roan Fierceheart. Profit. There we go. Yep, get into your nice little formation there. Panic and Energy Surge and any other AoEs can just absolutely demolish char groups. Now we continue to make our way through the Ironworks here. Next group we have to fight is up that way, I believe. Yeah, I would say of all the char missions, this one's probably the one that will take the most time to get through, just because of the sheer number of enemies. Assault on the stronghold's pretty quick if you know how to control, or if you know how to control the Seekers during the Armorsaurus section. Okay, we've got a... Ooh! So sometimes when the group has two prophets, you can get one in the front line. At which point, by all means, go after him. Take him out. Yay, I interrupted something. Unbelievable. And it had a cast time shorter than 7 seconds. It was 3 seconds this time. But yeah, I think anything that's like a 1.5 seconds cast time, I believe I will get it. But once it starts going beyond that, it gets a lot... Or once it gets shorter than that, I'm far less reliable when it comes to getting an interrupt off. Alright, yeah, I figured these would split into 2 groups. Is that a hornbow? Okay, it's a forgotten longbow. I was like, what is that? Let's get our full going. Oh, well. So this is what I've mentioned this a few times in other videos. If you hit somebody who is within a different patrol, you can accidentally pull both patrols. Accidentally hit enter, so now I've got all this text in my chat window. Oh, I'm currently alone. That explains what's going on. Yeah, they're all kind of grouped up now, so makes it pretty easy to just take them all out. Let's see, Prophet in the back. Definitely, if you're a melee character up there, do your Mesmers a favor, call target, and we can just press T and we can do the job for you. And we can just do some crazy amounts of damage and help you out with interrupts and all that. I was about to say do the job for you, but speaking as a warrior, no, I don't think so. My two best characters are melee characters, and the damage I put out is pretty crazy. I don't have the extra utility that comes with it necessarily. I guess my ranger does. But my warrior definitely does not. I will be the first to admit to that. I just put out disgusting amounts of single target damage. To quote Rocky IV, whatever he hits, he destroys. It's nice that Cry of Pain at least interrupts. Although it requires a little bit of setup, so I don't get it for free. Yeah, this is the spider section. But if you have the confidence, you can sprint for the gate. Dang, if I was within range, if I had picked up that incoming, I would have sprinted for the gate. But Master of Whispers and his lack of wisdom there, infinite lack of wisdom, shall we say, decided to cast it on everybody but me. There we go. That'll work. Yeah, and I was mostly concerned because you can get crippled and spiderwebbed. Alright, and we are on the final section, so here we go. Oh, Axe Master, he's not gonna... Dang, you're the one that cast it. So we got the Char Prison Guard up here. Once again, this is going to be a slight trap. You can see he retreats behind and the Blade Storms come up front. Blade Storms, very nasty. They all are 100 Blades Warriors, so get that displacement up. And then let the Spirits do the work. Even better, though, is when Norgu gets off his Psychic Instability. I think he did, at least, on one of them. And knocked them down for 20 years. I don't think he got it, though. Did 12 seconds pass? Does he have a weapon? Yeah, he just has his standard stuff. He's not going to have a halves recharge chance. But yeah, standard warriors, as long as you got a block, there's not much trouble here. And now we've got our prison lock, so now we can free our next companion here. So again, be very careful. I thought I about faced, but apparently I did not. So we'll retreat slightly. Let the Char bunch up on all of our minions and take them out. Okay, he's a spell cast. And they're trying to res signet each other now. free ale for my warrior. We take those. Lucky bonus ends tomorrow. And there's our final dude, Roan Fierceheart. I believe they are the monk. And then we have another prison guard up ahead too. And keep an eye out. I am targeting the flame shielder. Okay, looks like we're good. Over to the prison guard. I forget what kind of trick he tries to do here. It can't be that significant if I don't remember what it is. I think it's just a straight up fight. Yeah, looks like it. I cast Arcane Echo far too early.
Tread carefully, mate.
Yeah, whatever, dude. Alright. And now we move on. So Hex Reaper Flame Shielder is the one I want. And the one I need, oh yes indeed. Go ahead, cast a skill on somebody, I dare you. Also, okay, it doesn't hex others. Alright, we have another Char prison guard here. Once again, this guy's going to try to make a break for it. He's going to try to run through this hallway. Master of Whispers, you had to exhaust all your energy right then. God damn. I'm going to wait for him to go up the hill. And then we sprint over. I'm going to flag my heroes over here. I'm going to try to chase him down. Sometimes you can get it, sometimes you don't. That was a case of I did not. I was just a little bit short. Yeah, not gonna worry about them. Fortunately, he doesn't run too far, but yeah, if you can cut him off early, that is the best option. If Master of Whispers had been just a little bit smarter, we could have easily done this. But in it, again, his infinite lack of wisdom, he has screwed over the entire group with his speed boosts. I forgot to check. That's right, I have Vekk. I'm an idiot. I also had an infinite lack of wisdom there. I forgot Vekk has fallback too. So between the three skills, it should be 100% upkeep. Presuming everybody's within range, which they rarely are. But with that, we are finally approaching the end section of this. Got me with the power lock, I guess. Always fun. Alright, Axe Master, Blade Master. Nothing special here. But yeah, you just want to head down these stairs immediately. Huzzah! Tome I can't use. There's Flame Master Maltooth. There's our final boss, and we are going to attack him through this Flame Shielder here on the right. And approach the flank. Probably should have interrupted that, but I would much rather save this for Maltooth. So all you need to do is just take him out. But be very wary of these Char effigies. They are nasty. If you finish the mission, retreat back. Lest you get destroyed by these dudes. They are brutal. Whatever drops up there, you can claim it after the cutscene. So, if you're doing a survivor, yeah, run. But with that, we are now through the second mission, Warband of Brothers. It's the longest of the char missions. So as always, hope these are useful, and we will see you for the next one.